All right, welcome back to our live show. Earlier, you heard Big Herm. He made a big splash.
Yes, just a little bit.
Made some Margarita shrimp wrapped scallops. And now his baking partner, Leanne Fletcher, is going to be sweetening the experience by sharing a recipe for Margarita lime cupcakes. Adult style.
Adult style today.
Great to see you. We're going to have some fun. It's not all for the kids, right?
Yes, it is. So it doesn't have to be now. I mean, we can change it up a little bit, if you want to. But this is for the adults, and we'll see why in a few minutes.
Okay,
some things cook out, but we continue.
So, where do we begin? Like for a novice like myself, when it comes to baking things, where do we begin when it comes to cupcakes? Seriously.
Be patient. So again, with cupcakes, I tell people, if you want to do these before, and you're going to a party this weekend, do the cupcakes today, do the icing Saturday morning, or so that you're not rushing, because the icing part is a part that you want to make sure that you get right. Whether it's you're going to do a theme like we're doing today, or it's going to be more decorative.
Then it's about presentation too.
About presentation.
So
the bottom piece,
right?
They'll hold. They'll hold. You can put them in the fridge. You can leave them out as long as it doesn't have too many different types of ingredients in there. Today we're cheating a little bit. I know I usually don't.
But sometimes time purposes.
But time purposes and
terms
flavor.
Of what? How are we cheating?
Well, I usually always make my base. So I always have the basic cupcakes. We've done that here on the Virginia This Morning show as far as having it where you use your flour, your sugar, your butter, and stuff like that. We're cheating and using a box one today. I know I say sometimes not to do that, but we're getting the flavor in that too. So we're going to be starting with a lemon cake. Whatever box cake that you prefer, that you like the best, whether it's the store brand that you go to, or just that's the one we're using.
Some quality products.
That's the base. Do not use what's on the box. As far as making the cupcakes.
Use what's on the box.
The instructions that's on the box.
Don't use those. Not use those instructions?
You're going to use these instructions that I'm giving you today.
The Leanne instructions on the other side.
We're using the Leanne instructions, so it's just the base part that we're using for that. And again, to get that lemon flavor in there. So we're going to do...
Sometimes it's tough to take off those blinders, though.
I know. I know, and you want to do that. You're all of a sudden, okay, let me dump it in and let me read the back of the box. Don't read the back of the box.
All right.
Read what's in here. 3 eggs.
How many eggs do we have? 3 eggs.
And we have about a half a cup of oil.
Half a cup of... What kind of oil?
Just regular vegetable oil.
Okay, regular vegetable oil.
And then we have about a half a cup of milk.
Half a cup of milk. Do you like whole?
I prefer 2. You can use whole, but I prefer 2.
2%?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But you can use whole. And again, on the box, a lot of times they tell you to use water, but you want to make sure that you use milk instead. Yep.
Okay.
So that's
just give it a little bit more of a fluffy
fluffiness for it, and you don't want the. It kind of actually gives it a little bit of flavor too. You don't really notice it until you actually start changing it, and then you're like, okay.
It's kind of like making oatmeal with milk or water.
See.
Right.
It is a difference.
I make it with milk.
Yep, absolutely. So that's the non-kids. I mean, this is the kids one.
This is the kids one?
So you can add a little bit more milk, oil to that to get it.
Or you can add...
but we're gonna continue with the Margarita today.
You can add Daddy's cough syrup.
So we're gonna use a little bit of this.
a little
bit of tequila for it, and we're gonna use about a half a cup. So that's why I said,
all right, half a cup.
Half a cup. I'm not sure what this wants to do today. We need Jess here to pop the bottle.
How many cupcakes?
This is going to give you about 24 cupcakes for this recipe.
Maybe about a shot or so?
Well, no, we're doing a half a cup.
Half a cup?
We're doing half a cup.
3 or 4 shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Half a cup for it.
Man,
and then just
I want to come to your next cupcake party.
Just let that blend. And let it blend for a little bit. And then we're going to, this is going to give us the color that we want. So this is lime gelatin. Just that you go from the store.
This? Right here? Look at this.
Just lime gelatin. We're going to use a half a pack.
If you
double the recipe, you can get 48 cupcakes. You can use the whole pack, and then we're just going to dump that in. You're going to start noticing the color change there from yellow to green. So see, we have the lemon, we have the lime inside of there. At that point, cut it off.
Put the lime in the cupcake.
Put the lime in the cupcake. I like to use a little bit of zest as well. So you can do orange.
Doesn't it gives it a nice little, I don't know, effervescent taste?
It does, and you're not. Some people are like, oh, you're going to taste that when you bite into the cupcake. You're not.
No.
And then you have lime as well.
Okay. Well, he found his clicker.
Oh, you found?
He found his clicker.
You found your clicker?
Is my mic on? Because first of all,
it is.
You're like we're not following rules in this cake. Throw out the rule book. No instructions.
No, see, it's Thursday. It's Tom.
Well, I know it is, but we're not even following rules for the cake today or whatever we're making here. The cupcakes.
No, it's right. You're not using the box. You're using Sweet Leanne's recipe. That's what I'm here for. Okay.
Everything's all good with that.
What's in that?
It's Patron.
Which is what? A liqueur?
It's
tequila.
This is tequila.
Goodness, people.
Do a shot.
No, I'm not going to do a shot. Do your cupcake thing.
So Tom, we'll bring these
do a
over
shot?
to you.
No.
Now,
Are these the kitty cupcakes or the
no,
Tom
these
Patton
are still,
cupcakes?
These are still the Tom ones. Now, when they come out, after you cool them, I just made a simple syrup. Again, this has more tequila in it and sugar, okay?
Okay, we've got like less than a minute. Can we do that?
Yeah, absolutely. We can do a little bit of icing on top. Then you can decorate it like this.
Tom wanted salt on his the rim of his margarita, but now he's getting a little sugar on his cupcake.
Yeah, see, you're getting sugar. So I like sugar on my margaritas, not salt. I'm sorry.
Sugar?
That sounds wrong.
Yeah, no, I have to have sugar. I can't
I've never even
salt.
heard of this. Sugar on the margaritas. What is that?
Yeah, no, so I have to have sugar around the rim. I can't do salt.
Oh, we got to get to this during the commercial
I'm
break.
sorry.
Something wrong here.
I'm sorry. So, yeah.
So if you want some time, you bake the cupcakes maybe Thursday. Let them sit. Saturday, you ice them.
All
right, fantastic.
All right.
For you.
Was this dipped in tequila? It's like a pound. It's soaked. I can't. I gotta drive home.
You have to drive home.
Think about it as your clicker. By 2 o'clock this afternoon, you're going to just be one click away from finding this great recipe. Don't follow those instructions on the box. Follow this gal's instructions at WTVR.com/VTM. Tom, you going to take a bite here?
This thing will take down a ship. It's like ballast.
We'll be right back.